microphone turned off. I said, hey there, lads and ladies. It is Petrifying Pumpkins here, and welcome to a live episode of PSVR News. The reason this one is live is basically because I have to go to work in like an hour, so I do not have time to record and edit and then upload and all that usual stuff, which usually takes like 2 to 3 hours or something like that. I just don't have the time. So hopefully I can just do it live. We won't have Decepticon's lovely music in the background, unfortunately. We won't have maybe the titles going along the bottom or whatever. But I can still maybe get the news out there. I will not be looking at the chat because I just want to keep this focused, so you can talk there if you want. Maybe at the very end I'll have a look, and give you like and a thank you and all that usual shies. But first of all, I want to talk about Superhot VR. Thanks to this post over on PSVR's subreddit. And this one comes straight from the Superhot team. And I don't know if anyone doesn't know about Superhot VR at this stage. This game came out pretty much, I think it was near launch, 2016 did this come out? It's been out for a few years. It's one of the best PSVR games you could possibly guess. But the fact that it's so old, I was not expecting any kind of an update to come at all. So let me just read what they're saying here. So this is said from Simon, although he spells it like Zyman. So maybe I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but whatever. Simon from Superhot team here. As you might have noticed, there were 2 major patches to download for Superhot VR. Let me try and explain and clear up any potential confusion. First patch is a major overhaul for Superhot VR. This patch brings the PSVR version up to date and on par with other platforms. So, it's going to be on par with the PC VR platforms, basically. It's also the biggest bug squashing exercise we've done since the launch of Superhot VR on PSVR. Now, I will say, as much as I've played Superhot VR, I can't recall many bugs. So, I'm not too concerned about that, although I am pretty happy with the bringing us up to par with PC. Anyway, let's keep going. So we fixed some really old bugs, some very tricky bugs. We increased performance, that's always lovely, improved graphics, and worked on general game stability. All sounds fantastic, and from what I can tell, this is not just for like PS5 or anything. This is just every version of Superhot VR, which is excellent. We also reworked a lot of things from scratch, pretty much the entire game. That's kind of nuts. There's new lighting, fresh AI pattern, etc. Hence the size of this patch. It is a massive quality of life update. Everything should run crystal clear now too. And a bit of spit flew out of my mouth there, so hopefully you didn't see that on the video. So key bugs and improvements are many performance improvements, overhaul to stability improvements and crash fixes, multiple graphics enhancements, collider issues, fixed typos and clarity of displayed texts, improved pathing in several levels to prevent clipping of enemy limbs, fixed lighting on several objects, VFX bugs and improved clarity, fixed animation for inverse kinematics, which is how like bodies move and stuff like that, like the skeletons of the NPCs or whatever, and fixed loads of bugs in enemy AI behavior. So that's what the first patch did. There is another patch, get to that in a second. But look how impressive this patch is. This is kind of nuts. I don't know what possessed them to go back to this game like 3 or 4 years later and say, hey, let's redo this from scratch. Let's make all the lighting better, the AI better. Let's fix all these annoying issues that were there this whole time. This is insane. Hats off to the team for doing this. And next, let's just go into the next patch before we go any further on that. So the second patch update is an early holiday present. So the Superhot VR Boxing Day update is live, and there's a link to see what's inside it. We hope to bring you a little holiday cheer with this little gift. It features a brand new endless level, a new scoring system, and a suitably festive soundtrack. The Boxing Day update also features an exclusive leaderboard to show off your holiday survival skills. Get points for punching, dodging, headshots, style shots, and much more. So it seems like you get different points for different types of kills or whatever. And see how you stack up against your friends and enemies. After completing Superhot VR, you can access the new Boxing Day content by loading the endless floppy disk in the hacker room and selecting the Christmas tree. We hope you have fun and break our scores easily. Happy winter holidays. Zyman and the Superhot team. hats off. That's fantastic. I can't believe this. I wish I had the time to try it and stream it and all that kind of stuff, so it's going to have to wait until I do have more time. But I'm really eager to hop in and see the improved graphics, improved lighting, AI, all that stuff, and of course try out the new endless level, because I think the endless game, or the endless mode I should say, was my favorite part of the original game. Go onto Spotify, play a soundtrack and then play endless, and then you could just have like hours of fun doing that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to say for the Superhot VR update without seeing it myself. So the next thing we want to talk about is Hitman 3. We got some good news regarding Hitman 3. Let's just jump right into that in a PS blog post. Hopefully this is showing up for you guys in the stream. I think it is. So Hitman 3's DualSense controller features unveiled plus more gameplay info. Now this is not specifically what I want to talk about, or why it's not specifically big news for us, although the DualSense is exciting. Anyway, let's read through it and see when we get to the part regarding us. I think maybe we can zoom in a little bit more here for a bit of clarity. Okay, so Hitman 3 is now less than 47 days away, aging 47, get it? And I'm excited to share some of the work going on at IO Interactive right now to bring an awesome game to PS4 and 5 owners on January 20th. Now this is from Travis Barbour. Similar surname to Hess Barber, if you ask me. Suspicious. First, our brand new introducing Hitman 3 trailer invites you to enjoy new gameplay captured directly from our Glacier engine and witness the living, breathing world of assassination in full flow. Assassination. So, Hitman 3 puts you in full control of Agent 47's deadly abilities, etc., etc. I don't want to read all of this because I want to get to the part that concerns us. Well, let's talk about the DualSense. So on the PS5, Hitman 3 will support 4K, 60 and HDR support and faster load times. Plus, our free next-gen upgrade program allows PS4 owners, disc or digital, to upgrade to the PS5 version of the game at no additional charge. Of course, if you choose to buy the PS4 version on disc, you need to make sure you have a PS5 with a disc drive to take advantage of the offer. So, let's talk more about how Hitman 3 supports the DualSense wireless controller. We might come back to that in a second. This part about the whole different versions. So, all of the guns in the game will support adaptive triggers, and you will feel an authentic sensation with each shot you fire. Automatic weapons also simulate recoil with every bullet, and we're implementing unique haptic feedback for each weapon that is tied to the distinct sound profile of each weapon. Essentially, we're emulating what it feels like to fire a specific weapon in the game, and there's a large vehicle passing by my window right now, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. Fire a specific weapon the same way that we're replicating how each weapon sounds. Oh, we're getting to the good stuff soon. One specific and really cool example of our adaptive trigger support is how you activate the focus effect that slows down the world around you with a sniper rifle. When you gently squeeze the R2 button, your finger will reach a tension point that will resist your pressure, and you'll need to hold your finger against that tension point to activate the focus. When you're ready to fire, push past that tension point and you'll feel the click of the trigger as you fire the weapon. Boom, headshot. So that's a cool little feature. Now, PSVR support. That's not all, goddamn. Hitman 3 will have full PSVR support. Yes, that means you can traverse the outside of the tallest building in the Hitman world in PSVR. If you own the previous games from the trilogy on PS4, you can also access locations from them within Hitman 3. That's more than 20 Hitman locations from the World of Assassination trilogy, etc., etc. You can either play Hitman 3 in PSVR natively on your PS4 or via backwards compatibility on PS5. To make sure all PSVR owners can experience the game in VR, we're including a free digital copy of the PS4 version of Hitman 3 with all PS5 copies, whether you choose to buy it via disc or digital. That's the big one there. That's what I want to talk about. So, you can safely buy the PS5 version of Hitman 3 with the comfort of mind knowing that, yes, you'll be able to play it in VR because it includes the PS4 version. And it seems if you buy the PS4 version, you can get the PS5 version. If you buy the PS5 version, you get the PS4 version. So no matter what you do, you should be covered. Now, the only thing here that's kind of, I guess, disappointing me because they haven't clarified it. But I'm assuming the answer is not good. What I want to know is, can I use the DualSense with the PS4 version in backwards compatibility so I can use this with the PS5? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing you need the DualShock 4, you need the light bar tracking, probably. So that's a little bit disappointing, but again, it's like good news, bad news. The good news is you can buy the PS5 version and get the digital copy of the PS4 with it. So that's nice. Lastly, the last thing I wanted to talk about on PSVR news for this week, well, this episode, I should say, and I don't have anything to pull up about it. It's just something I've been hearing. So apparently, in one of the updates for Firewall 0 Hour, unfortunately I don't have anything ready to show up beside me for presentation because I'm out of time, but they've added a golden gun, Desert Eagle. So there's the Desert Eagle in the game, I can't remember what it's called. It's DH-44, I think that's what it's called. There's a golden variant of that in the game, has 3 shots only, and I believe it's 1 hit to kill. So basically it's the golden gun from GoldenEye, it's like a reference to that. Now, I think it's been removed since then. I think there's been talk of it being removed. I've seen all this in the Facebook chat from people commenting, and then Firewall official channels replying to this, so I'm getting my information from that. I haven't had time to try it out myself, unfortunately. But yeah, so they're saying they might bring it back in again, and people complaining saying, hey, this is way overpowered, you can't be doing this, and another heavy vehicle is passing by the window, so let me just let that pass before I continue. The answer to that is like it's a limited time thing. It's just for a bit of fun. It's there for a little window of time. You can basically think of it as a crossbow, because a crossbow essentially is a 1-hit kill as well. Well, 1 hit to down, I should say. But yeah, that's kind of all there is to say about that. Keep an eye out for that on Firewall. I'm going to be checking out Firewall. Next time I play Firewall anyway, I'm going to be checking, see if I can get my hands on the golden gun and have maybe a few custom matches with golden guns only or whatever. It could be a good time. Anyway, do we have any comments? We do have some comments. We got Chopped, we got Jackpot, we have got Last Steak, and Senior Fox. How's everyone doing? I'm sorry I haven't been looking at the comments, but this is kind of a weird situation I have going on here. Now I gotta buy Superhot VR, says Last Steak. Taco the Chicken, hey, new name, change up my name. Welcome back, Taco the Chicken, aka Senior Fox. I hope you're keeping well. And Chopped says, I know you see me, lol. Hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day too, Mr. Chopped and Mr. Jackpot. So I won't go too much into the comments because this is just a news video and I have to go to work soon anyway. So let me just wrap up the video by thanking my Patreon supporters whose names should be on screen right now, but because of the setup, I'm doing it live, I can't. So I'll just name them. So I know it's Carter Father and Mr. Jackpot in the chat, PSVR777, and then the top tier Patreon supporters whose names I can hopefully all remember off by heart. Mr. Chopped, we got Crumb, we got Daniel the Pumpkin Patch Kid, we have got Tradition, Columbus Thomas III, and there is a 6th one there that is escaping me right now. Pete Hawkins. Pete Hawkins is the 6th one. I'm very happy, got all 6. Thank you very much for the support, the continued support, the generosity that is helping this channel. It's helping me buy equipment. It's helping me, next thing we're working towards now is a proper streaming PC instead of this laptop that's on its last legs. So that's fantastic. And normally I would thank Decepticon as well for letting me use his music. So check him out, Decepticon.com. No music in this video as well, unfortunately. If you want to help me out on the Patreon, the link to that will be in the description below, etc., etc., yada, yada, yada. I will end this video there. Until next time, please stay nice and moist.